All is well, all is well, all is well. Strong. All is well, 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 all is well. कोई बात नहीं चाचू, all is well, all is well, all is well. 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 All right. Oh man, there was so much technical difficulties right now, dude. Wait, who? Uh, e.
All right.
आप
I
ज्वाइन
hope
हुए
I hope it works now. हम friends लोगों ने से, bro. All right.
इतना देरी से ज्वाइन भी नहीं होते रहा रे
Yeah. I know Instagram was playing.
कोई हैक करे था ना काम उनके अकाउंट
I don't know, boy.
रशियन तो नहीं है
Okay. So I guess this is the beginning of our second episode of the Real Thing podcast. And
अभी
I hope everyone enjoys. Oh my God! I hope nothing goes bad. I hope nothing goes wrong. Everything is going into play right now. So why not let's start this episode?
let's start you
All right, guys, welcome back to the Real Thing podcast. Hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so today's theme of the podcast is supernatural. And if you have all seen our posts that we have done earlier, it was for you guys to decide which of the two themes that we gave you were childhood themes or supernatural themes. And one of them you guys had skyrocketed in the votes. So here you go. We are going to share some stories that we have which are supernatural. Oh, don't mind the curtain behind me. These stories that we are going to share with you guys. It will be sort of
true story
it won't be sort of true stories. They are true stories because we have been through them. Some my brother has been through, some we have been through, and I hope you guys enjoy this
आवाज सुना है ना
podcast.
हेलो
Yep, everything is yep.
हेलो
Hello, yes, hello.
सुना है आवाज
हाँ, आपके सुना है.
ओके
आप सोचा नहीं सुना?
हमा नहीं सुना तेरा हम सच्चा हमा भी नहीं वहां नहीं सुना है
ना हमारा सुना है ना?
हाँ सुना है तुम पहले ट्राई तुम पहले बताओ ट्रू स्टोरी
Okay. So before anything, before we start with the podcast, I just wanted to share a little backstory of why we started this podcast. So the reason that me and my brother we decided to start this podcast was because in the recent previous past years, we have seen that there has been a lot of crisis. And the current one, which is the war between Russia and Ukraine, we won't really talk about that. But it's been devastating for people in Ukraine and around the world. So I hope we share these stories and you share with your friends that this podcast is something that at least you can smile with us, that you can have a little fun for at least a little while. I hope you guys enjoy this first supernatural themed podcast. All right. So the first story begins in Fiji. It begins in a small place, and the start is when this person has a father. He buys a house. The house that he buys is haunted. He knows that the house is haunted. He has heard that from the buyers that the house is haunted. So he gets even more interested. He goes ahead and he buys the house. So he has bought the house now. So the family move in. The family have gone, shifted. Everything is now set. So in the beginning, nobody really feels anything. Nobody really, well, nothing happens. Everything is normal. Everything is going normal. There isn't any paranormal activity or nothing. So a couple of months go by. And the granddad of the anonymous speaker that I'm talking about, the granddad has a nightmare. The nightmare is that he sees someone. He sees someone which is standing right against his bed. So standing right against his bed, which is for me it would be very terrifying. But he didn't really think of it like it was disregarded. The night fall, the same thing happens, but then this time he feels that presence. He feels that something has touched his leg, which is even more terrifying. That something has touched his leg, and the proof was that there was a bruise on his ankle. So there was a bruise on his ankle, which again, being an old guy, he disregarded because he was like, oh, it might have been from the shoe that I wore, or it's something nothing paranormal. Okay, so he has forgotten. Everything is gone. Later, that same week, he has another activity, and on that night, he gets strangled by some kind of dark entity. Something comes and chokes the granddad of the family, which is probably the most scariest thing that I have ever heard. And then they call in priests. Priest comes. They try to bring in witch doctors. They come in. They try to help the family. They still can't. The granddad is going through like a lot. He starts to have bruises all around his body, which is not unexplainable. So nothing really. They couldn't really do anything about it. But then, when they start to research about the past owners of the house, they find out that there was a tree right beside the house. And on the tree, there were a couple of suicides that people tried to hang themselves. They had hung themselves and they died there. Which might be like the reason that these activities are happening. And there was another history about that house. So where this person has a room at, underneath that room there was a graveyard. One of the witch doctors had mentioned there was a graveyard underneath the room. So what they did was, they couldn't really find any option. They demolished that room because it was separate from the house. They demolished, but it was in the same compound. They had demolished that room, and underneath they had found a real tombstone. A real tombstone was underneath that house. So the moral of the story is, even though you get excited about a house being haunted, just try to stay away from it, please, because there are things that could have happened for the worst of it. Things might have like possession might have been taken place because the granddad was starting to have bruises. He had bruises all around his back. There were scratch marks, and the reason was because they bought the house. They were excited. It was haunted, and well, that's the end of the first story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay, so the next story will be told by my brother. Take it away, bro.
इंग्लिश में बताइए.
Whatever. Hindi में English में एक
Okay. This story happened in Suva to Nandi. It's like 3 hours drive, 3.6 hour drive. I think I was like 7 or 8 years old, and my brother is like maybe 2 years old. He never go, but I go with my grandmother. We drop our uncle to Nandi. He going to America. Like we already go, right? And we go like 3 hours. We stop every 20 minutes. When we drop our uncle and we coming back to home, it's another totally 6 hour drive in the bus. It's like the bus driver driving, we people laughing, dancing, my whole family in the bus dancing, and he has a big accident, little bit accident type, but they thought is something dangerous. They look over there. He has a animal cat died in the bus, but after another 40 miles drive, and the people said he has the white horse chasing into the bus. Like when the people go look over there, is no horses. That means it's no horses. That means somebody killed the horse, or maybe the horse died. Maybe it's like the spirit of the horse. Every time at 3 a.m. they try to chase to the bus. Uh, they people try to scared, and people try. Some people is crying scared because it's happened. Sometimes they see two horse. Sometimes they see one horse. I was 7 years old. My grandma telling in the bus. All people telling same thing. They found horses, and sometimes they like you drive in the car. You in Nandi Latoka Ba, never stop in the middle in the road. They
at
said
night. At night.
it has the lady of the spirit doing like waving to come and sit in the car. Then that happened with my family too. With my cousin uncle. They almost they get the one lady, but it's like 20 minutes drive. They see at the back no one there at, in the car.
Oh
They
man.
some has in PDS some crazy ghost true story.
Wow. That's scary, bro.
Yeah,
Like 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 uh like you are going on a trip. Like with people, you're just having fun. Oh, we're gonna drop our uncle. He's going to America. All right, we're gonna enjoy.
yeah,
But in the middle of the ride, like the bus stops, and there's a horse trying to enter the bus.
yeah.
That's scary. But then it vanishes. It disappears.
And they when driver run over, they driver just keep run away from us, and like maybe 10 minutes the horse disappear.
Wow. Was there any jungle or like anything?
Yeah, it's in the Lotoka Nandi airport. Here's big jungle. It's like a 100 feet cave. jungle has.
Oh, like
See,
a valley, like a valley.
yeah, it's like 100 foot. You can.
All right. Okay. That's a nice story. Just
Yeah.
a little bit starter. All right, that's nice. So there was a
Yeah,
horse,
but
right?
I'm not sure that. But on my stuff, I see the horse. But another 5 minutes, I want to go and see. I almost go outside and see the horse. And
Damn, bro.
my
You freaking
grandmother
jump.
pulled me, saying, "Hey, don't go over there." I see the horse. I see white horse.
Oh, there was a white horse. You saw the white horse.
Yeah, or maybe somebody tried to stole horses, or their horse come inside.
Could be. Like, yeah.
It's nobody over there. It's like dark place over that place. It's no one there. That means it's 100% is to be spirit horse killed by maybe somebody. He want to help. He want to ask help me. That's why they came in the car. Or maybe somebody killed the horse or do something wrong. That's why they at 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. they show.
Oh man.
We have lot of
Crazy.
story. It's all like maybe 99% true or 100%. Now my brother continue another true story.
All right. So this story is very. The second story that I'll be telling is related to me because I have felt it. It has happened to me. I have gone through it. But in the beginning of this story, I was a skeptical. I am a skeptical. I don't believe in this thing. But then some of the details of the story which I'm about to tell you is terrifying. I have seen it. I have felt it. And in the end of the night, I was awake. I was fully awake. I had to clean everything up because it was a mess. So let me begin the story. So this starts in a place called Masori in Fiji. I was staying with my mom and with my dad. My mom is a doctor. She was at the hospital. We are in a hospital cottage. So she was in the hospital, which is like a 5 minute walk from our cottage. And dad is sleeping, and I am in my room about to go to sleep. I close my shutter, I close my door, I pull down the curtain, everything is fixed. I'm about to go to sleep. So the thing about my shutter is when I shut it, it doesn't have a lock. So I brute force it, and then whenever I brute force it, it's locked. It won't be able to open. The only way someone is able to open it when they take out the windows and they push it or they try to kick it. That's the only time the thing will open. So it is very tough to open. Remember that it is very tough to open. So I am fully knocked out. I was tired the whole day. I had soccer practice and everything. I was tired. I had to go to sleep. And then I was like, okay, I'm off. Dad is fully knocked out. I can hear him snoring. I can still remember him like fully knocked out. He's snoring. And then I'm like, okay, I'm off. I'm off to bed. I pull up my blanket and knock out. Within the middle of the night, it might have been about like 3 in the morning or 2 in the morning. I feel as though as I'm dreaming that I'm drowning. I'm having a feeling that I can't breathe. And what I'm seeing in my vision that I'm drowning. Oh my God, I'm drowning. Somebody help me. There's nobody in the room with me. Come on, something is wrong with me. I need to wake up. I need to wake up. Ankush, wake up. I'm trying to tell myself, come on, wake up, bro, wake up. But I can't. It's so difficult for me to wake up, and it feels like that I'm drowning. I can't breathe properly. I'm suffocating. I'm suffocating so much. But then the most creepiest thing that has ever happened to me had happened. The shutter and the curtain which I had locked myself, I had brute forced it to close, had pushed back, and it had opened on its own. And I'm not saying that it opened slowly. That shutter had brute forced itself from the outside where the windows were closed. It had opened, which, dude, if 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 I had thought of it as I'm thinking of it right now, oh man, I would have screamed, bro, because I couldn't really breathe, I couldn't really speak up. I was having a sleep paralysis active event, but then that was scary. And then it was raining. On top of that, it was raining. It was thunderstorming. It was everything. It was a perfect moment for something tragic to happen. And on that perfect lightning strike, as soon as the lightning struck, I had seen a person, a figure standing in front of me. I couldn't really make out what type of shape it was, but it was a dark, pitch black figure standing right in front of me. I'm getting goosebumps already. Oh man, it's terrifying. I'm sweating right now and I'm getting goosebumps. So I had seen a figure come in front of me, and that creeped me the hell out. And then I snapped back. I woke up. I was able to move, and I thought I was dreaming. When I looked at the shutter was open, the curtain was fully gone down, and the windows were closed. So there was no possible way for air or wind to blow the shutters open, and also the curtain had fell down, and the curtain has rods in it, so those rods are really hard to pull down. The curtain came down, windows were closed, and shutters were completely open. Oh my god, that was legit terrifying. And I kid you not, that story really spooks the hell out of me, man. And just remembering it, telling you guys this story is freaking me the hell out. Okay, anyways, because this is the supernatural podcast, themed podcast. The third story will be told by my brother. So, bro, take it away.
Me? Hello everyone, what's up? Come and watch. Only 2 people, 3 people. I need 10, 20 people. Come watch this live. Another story is a part 2. It's a second story. It's happened in
Come on, guys,
our
keep
house.
coming. Call your friends. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, we have a house right on top on top the house, in the roof on top. Like every 3 p.m. Every 3 a.m. we go sleep every time, right? Like 12 p.m. 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. Like we eat food, we go sleep. It's like someone jumping on the house. It's like at least 120-pound body jumps in the house on top the roof. It's like maybe 140-pound weight jumps and just go, just scratch in the roof of the house. Like, and I'm scared, and I wake up everyone, my uncle, my brother, everyone wake up. I asked my grandmother, I said, every night I listen that somebody jumping in the roof. Our house is like at least 8 feet. No one can jump. Normal people can jump from ground to roof. It's over 10 feet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
definitely
happened
over
like
10 feet.
every day, every night. I don't know happen right now. This happened like in, I think, 1998. From 2000 to 2010 when I in Fiji. I hear every day. It's like 150-pound 40 jumps like, and jumps like 2 times, go boom, 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 and just gone every night. And I asked my grandmother, and my grandmother said, please, one thing I tell, just sleep, don't ask that. And my grandma tell, he said there's some kind of spirit, ghost or something jumping in the our house. It's like 8 feet ground to our house roof is over 8 feet tall. No one is 8 feet can climb or jump. That's kind
So,
of the spirit is jumping from 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. It jumps like 2 times. Everyone here, I'm here, my mom, everyone here every time. In the morning, every time my uncle climb and go check, no one there.
oh man. So in the beginning, what we had thought that it might have been a cat, it might have been a cat,
Yeah.
or a
But
bat.
cat is like 20 pounds, 40 pounds. This is
Yeah,
150 pounds.
yeah, a cat wouldn't be able to make that kind of bang on our roofs. That kind of bang which the whatever it was had made on the roof was loud as hell. It was like a
It's like
person had
somebody
jumped on the
throw
roof.
150-pound block or rock like that, boom. But
Yeah,
no one can carry 150-pound block or rock. People can break arm or back. No one can jump
exactly.
that high.
That's like unexplainable.
In
It's
Fiji don't
unexplainable.
have a jungle. If Fiji has a jungle, but that Fiji don't have that type of animal. Fiji don't have a monkey to jump in the
Exactly.
house, or dogs can't jump in the house.
Exactly. So that's terrifying. The thing with us is we don't really believe in this. We are skeptical. Am I saying it right? Skeptical. We we don't believe in this. But with all the activities that we have been through and we have seen, it's totally terrifying. It's legit making us at least think about it. In the back of our heads, we are like, okay, it might be true. It might be true. It just might be true.
Yeah, and Fiji has 1800 from 17 to 1900. Fiji was, I think, maybe it's a graveyard place. They make houses on top of the graveyard. We don't know. So many people
Yeah,
died in the ground. Something happened,
yeah.
but we
It
don't
could
know
have been
what
because
is
because
true stories
because
going on. But
because
every
like
3 a.m. we hear.
yeah, yeah, like you know about the history about it, right? Like eating and killing and all those things, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, there are spirits, but then who is to prove it? Who knows if it's right or wrong?
yeah. And Fiji is the best country. Has a blue water, best food, everything. Underground cooked food is the best food in the Fiji.
Oh, you're talking about Lobo.
Yeah,
Hey,
I love the food.
what, a bunch of my guys, whoever is watching, do you guys like Lobo?
Do you
I
like
know you.
Lovo? Fijian food. It's not only Fijian food. That is a Pacific Islanders food.
Yeah,
It's a Pacific
it's our
food
nation's.
cooking in the
It's our
underground.
nation's food. Yeah. Okay. So that story is done, right? So let's just give it a little refresher, right? So this story that I'm going to tell you is a little bit of a laughter. I hope you guys laugh because it's a little bit
Yeah,
funny.
me and my brother's story both we know about that story. That's crazy and
so
funny. That's
so believe it or not,
99% true.
okay. So you guys know that whenever, if for an Indian person, whenever there is like a person who is sick, whole of the family has to go and see that person, just to visit that person.
Any
Me
kind
and my
of
brother,
people sick,
yeah,
कोई भी
yeah,
people sick रहते हैं.
yeah, we have to go and see. We have to go and see if they're getting better or not, at least to see them for the last time at least. So we had gone to see our granddad, our cousin granddad. We had gone to see him. Everything was going fine. Everything was going really cool. And so all the kids. So it was my brother, me, another of my cousins, and one of my uncles. So he was a really young uncle. So we had gotten bored out of nowhere. We had legit gotten bored of waiting to go inside and see our granddad. So we had gone out to roam around. We were roaming around the hospital. While
It's a
roaming around the
mortuary.
hospital, while roaming around the hospital, we had come towards a mortuary. We didn't really think of it as
Dead
anything.
people place, right?
Yes, a morgue. We had seen a mortuary. We were like, oh, it's nothing. It's just a mortuary. Nothing is going to happen. And we started looking inside the mortuary. While
Inside.
looking inside the mortuary, we had seen, I guess,
One
two
body,
or maybe three covered
dead body.
bodies. Yes, there's a dead bodies. We didn't really think of it as anything. It was all fine. It was all fun and games. And then, in a blink of an eye, split second, one of the bodies, the hands came out, which is completely true. We had seen with our eyes.
Funny and scary.
The the hand came out, but that is explainable. Like you can explain, because like when bodies they die, they have gas inside, and whatever liquid is inside, they pump out, so
Release.
they need to come out. Yeah, they release. So this body moved,
The
and
hand moves.
what we thought was, oh my God, this is a haunting. We are looking at something supernatural. Me and my brother, we are both standing and looking. We are completely focused with the hand. Oh my God, it's moving. As soon as we turn to the side to ask our cousin, brother, and uncle, all we see is dust. Both of them are gone.
Everyone run away.
They have
I'm the
ran away.
last one run away.
They have left. Looking at them run away, I didn't tell my brother that, oh bro, they have gone. I also ran.
I'm the
I
last
also
one
ran.
running.
My brother was left behind.
We never go
And
again.
all of us were like,
From that,
oh,
we never go again.
all person for himself. We just ran. We never stopped. And then,
We go hospital, but we don't go side of mortuary place.
yeah, now we just
How
go to the
about
hospital.
how
We
about
never
the
go to the
thing
morgue.
move and fly in the air and just come like that?
What if it moved, right? It moved and then it came up.
Stand up and follow.
Oh my
Ooh.
God, dude. Oh my God, dude. Bro, that would have been, oh man. I'm not going to say any provocative or profanities, but those things just, oh man. It's scarring, dude. It's scarring. All right.
That's
So
dangerous.
that's scary,
Funny
dude.
and
Yeah.
dangerous.
It's terrifying. The funny thing was that these guys, they didn't even tell us. They ran away without telling
Run
us, you
away.
see. They
We see
disappeared.
only the dust.
Yeah, we just saw dust. Oh man. All right. So that was a little refresher. I hope you guys like that refresher. So
Come
this,
on, people, watch this video. Only one people. Come on. Or maybe people scared to listen true story. Run away.
come on guys.
Come
Come on,
on,
come on.
guys.
Come on
USA
live.
in Fiji.
Come on man, come on. There were a lot of people in the
Come on.
beginning. They just we won't
That's why
tell
I
the whole
have
story.
this Holy Bible.
we are protected. Don't
Holy
worry. My brother
water.
has holy water. My brother has holy water with him. Don't worry. Nothing is gonna happen to you guys. Everything is gonna be fine. Everything is gonna be
Yeah, I
cool.
know.
Come on, guys. Come on. We are nearly at the end. My brother has another story, and I have a last story. We're nearly at the end.
Eko rula ni bataya.
Which one? Kolna.
The lady मकोई रोड पे जोन है
ओ हाँ
7
आप अभी
miles
कौन
पे
सा बताएगा? आप अभी कौन सा बताएगा?
हम बता रहा हूँ जो ना
नहीं अभी अभी कौन सा बताएगा?
हाँ जो 7 miles ला बताएगा जो ना औरत एवरी टाइम वो करे हाथ
Alright,
खड़ा करे.
alright.
This
So
story is in 7 miles and 8 miles is a place. It's like a big stone stuff to like a house building stuff. Like every time 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. But my uncle, my whole family said go that place at 3 a.m. or 12 p.m. 12 a.m. Never stop the car because one lady has a big hair like that, and he stand and waving for the car and want to go somewhere. Yeah, that's like crazy. Somebody waving my hand or what? I said, speed up, accident, boom.
it's scary, dude.
And another
Like
story, it's in Lal Matti. It's a Lal Matti place.
yeah,
In Fiji, it's
the place where
one
we stay.
lady. It's one lady killed by 4 men. It's called
Yeah,
murder in Fiji. It happened, I think, 2010 or 11, something in the middle. But
yeah, it
they
might have been.
came from another island, and their body come from river, and our house is like maybe 20 minutes drive. You can go one time from Nakasi school. That place I walk alone and come home. तुम जानता वहां से पूरा चल के आया नकासी स्कूल से वही
Huh.
लाल मट्टी के क्रॉस करके हम आया
Oh man.
अकेले
So
पूरा
what is
अकेले
feel it?
because वो सवेर रहा 3 a.m. 3 p.m. रहा 5 बज गया रहा बट
Oh,
कुछ बे नहीं.
oh, okay.
When it's like maybe that Nakasi school from Mokoi is like maybe 15-hour walking. I walk. First time I walked that long, but I came that place. That place, the body, the people found it. I'm
Yeah.
scared, and I run. Ah! Run fast
Oh
and
man.
cross the bridge and come in the other side. I said, "Oh, thank God I survived." But one time the taxi driver, like 5, 6 taxi driver, telling that lady got murdered and they cut the hand of the lady. And that time they at the night they taxi driver drive. The lady came and said, "Can you find the hand?" I don't know
Oh
that's
my God.
true or they make story. They people said that's happened a lot. It has a white dress lady. He said, "Can you find my hand?" When he showed his hand, the hand is disappeared.
That's scary, bro.
In Fiji
That's
has
so scary.
100% ghost island.
Yeah, there are
And my
stories with
uncle
the.
place वो जगह बावलेवू में
Uh,
at Baolevu at 3 p.m. or 3 a.m. the horse is crying and run away. The horse is shouting, and my grandmother tell that time the spirit is running in the jungle. That's why the animal can see those spirit. And Ula तुम बताओ जो जिसके कान में हल गया.
oh yeah, I forgot about that one. So this is not the last one. There's another last one that I'll be telling. So for that, I'll just be changing a little things. All right. So this one has happened to our family as well. So it's our great granddad. It's my grandma's brother.
Brother,
Huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
brother,
But
oldest
so my
brother,
granddad. Yeah. So
oldest
my
brother,
granddad.
and he's
So
disabled.
yeah. the granddad was that he was a little bit mentally unstable, and for him to be mentally unstable was that nobody really cared for him, and while nobody had cared for him, he was the only one who was the best farmer in the family. He used to go
Yeah,
alone.
he works 24 hours.
Yes, he used
And
to
his
go alone.
all brothers no good. His family no good.
Yeah, right, okay.
They
So,
torture
okay,
the
yeah.
my
So
uncle.
now, now, now he goes alone to the. Now he goes alone to the farm. So he's in the jungle. He's farming alone. Nobody is really caring about him. He goes alone. Everything is fine. But then, eh, on a day, it was bright sunny day. He had gone out to have a little farming by himself. Everything was fine. Out of nowhere, he had heard a person call his name. Right तो है ना? एक कोई उसके आवाज सुनो,
Yeah,
right?
ah,
Yeah.
like it's like some lady follow his ear, like a लड़की उसके follow करे, like a voice.
Okay.
The voice
So
was
while
follow my
while
uncle.
while he was farming, he had heard a voice, and he had a feeling that some lady or some kind of presence was behind him. He
Spirit.
was feeling something there. Not necessarily a spirit, but he had felt something which was behind him, a kind of presence. So everything was fine, and out of nowhere, he felt that something had entered his ear. He took nothing of that. He disregarded it. He was like, "Oh, it's nothing. There might have been a bug or whatever had gone inside my ear." And he was like, "Oh, it's fine, it's fine." After he has done with his farming and all, he would be fine. He would go home. He would enjoy his day. He would eat, sleep, come back in the morning, and that this had continued for about a week or a month or so. He had been going alone to the farm. It was a really jungle area. He had been continuously going to the farm. It was something was going on. The parents had thought something suspicious is going on here. So he's the type of guy who doesn't really get involved in girls or whatever. And why is he going alone? Why isn't he taking his brother with him to farm? So they go, they check on him, and they find that he's talking to himself. He's talking to himself. But then they were like, "Oh, he's a little bit mentally unstable."
Mental, they talk by itself.
That he's talking by himself. But then he started to act possessed. Things started
Change his
happening to him.
voice.
He started changing his voice. He started playing around. He started moving his hands in a weird way humans can't move. He started
Like
doing
this.
all sorts of things. You know the movie Annabelle? He started moving exactly like him. He
Like
started moving.
Annabelle, Exorcist, you know the Exorcist movie?
Yeah, he started acting super weird. Then the parents, they were like a little bit spooked because like this is the first time that he's doing something so horrific. And then they called in a witch doctor. When the witch doctor had came, he had looked, he had examined the patient, and they found out that there was a spirit living inside the ear of our granddad. He wasn't able to come to his senses. When the witch doctor was trying to fight the demon to come out, it was so attached to him that it had threatened the whole family that we are going to end your child's life. We are going to take your child's life. He won't be able to survive. He will die. But then somehow the witch doctor had taken out the demon from him, The demon had gone out, and he was better. He's dead now. He has passed away. But this story will remain in our heart.
Doctora ki pura pastara, Indian
He was a
pasta.
priest. हाँ, witch doctor बोला जाए उनको. Witch
Uh,
doctor.
yeah,
So
priest, Indian.
yeah, Indian priest. So yeah, that was terrifying. I don't know what he went through because I haven't really seen what he had gone through. But with the talks of our grandmas and granddads, we know that some things were wrong in the past, and it's not fun to go to jungles alone. Go with a family or friend. All right, so that's the end of that story. All right, go ahead, bro. Stop clapping and go ahead.
तुम बताएगा कि हम बताएंगे.
और एक कोई स्टोरी नहीं है?
और
कि हम बता दियो लास्ट.
एक कम सस्ता वेट करना. आई एम थिंकिंग.
All right. So like, I recently
अंकुश
I have
म्यूजिक
been
थोड़ा
having.
आस्ते कर देना.
Huh?
म्यूजिक थोड़ा आस्ते कर देना.
Right?
हाँ, right. This story is crazy. It's happened the family. We can't tell the name. That's 103% true. बताए दो, मंगता बताए नाम. तो कैसे लोग
नहीं, नाम नहीं
जाने.
बताओ. नाम नहीं बताओ.
और हम बताए देना.
Okay. So हम बताइए.
हाँ, नाम बताए देना. नाम बताए देना.
Okay. So guys, what I'm about to tell you right now is we have seen this happen. My brother has seen this happen,
Me to my mom.
and
My brothers explain.
so my aunt. I love my aunt, and I hope that she's listening to this podcast right now because she's still alive. Don't think that she's gone.
Yeah.
She's still with us. But the things that she had gone through at that time would have been the most
This happened in
terrifying.
2008.
Yes, I was small. I
It's
was
like
8 years old.
22, 23 years story.
Yeah, it's a
Around
long
20.
story.
Yeah, long story from
Yeah. It's a long
2000
story.
to 2022.
Yeah, but the story that we are about to tell you is not for the faint of heart. So viewer discretion is advised. Okay. So the story begins from a very young age. My aunt, she had been going through
30
very
years,
tough
Kera.
challenges.
30 years
She
that time.
She had been going through very tough challenges from the age, from a very young age. Things would happen to her. She would get sick. Nothing would go her way. For example, nothing would ever be right for her. Everything would be bad for her. She would fall sick. She would never be able to get better. As time had gone by, my aunt had grown, my brother was born, I was born, all was well. Everything was fine. Come on a morning, 6 o'clock morning, everyone is asleep. My aunt always cooks food for us for lunch. She
For
was
going
cooking food.
school, walking.
Yes, she was going. Everyone was going to school and work or whatever, but then she was the one who was cooking for whole of the family. So there were 5 or 6 people. There was my dad, me, my brother, my uncle, my grandma. So she used to cook for 5 people and for herself, 6 people altogether. She used to cook for everyone. So come that morning, when the first tragedy had happened, while the 6 a.m. she was cooking, she had been pulled by a hair. When she had been pulled by her hair, nobody had knew. But the only way that we knew that something was wrong with my aunt was the leeching, the scream that she had conned out.
And
The
the all
scream that she,
dishes fall down.
the scream that she screamed, like it's so terrifying. I'm getting goosebumps right now. She had screamed, "Oh my God! Oh my God!" And she had completely knocked out. She was unconscious because of the impact her head hit on the cement floor. She was yanked by the hair. She was yanked by the hair. She had hit the floor. My grandma, my brother, everybody woke up. They had gone to see my aunt lying on the floor, not moving. She was motionless, trying to wake her up, trying to put water on her face, trying to wake her up. She was not responding. Her eyes were rolled back. Everything was so quiet. And then, out of nowhere, she regained her motion. She came back to her senses. I guess, Rana, like तुम उजड़ गए थे, Rana?
Yeah. When he came, yeah, like maybe 5-10 minutes, they came.
Yeah.
It came
After 5 to
into
10 minutes,
the.
my aunt, she regained her consciousness. She came back to her senses, and everything was good. Everything was fine. But she had received a big impact on her head, which gave her pain for a week or so. Everything was going good. Come forward 2-3 months, my brother and my aunt are in a church. They're cleaning up after our church party. They're cleaning up
Christmas
by
party.
themselves. It was a Christmas party. And it was a dark room, so they were cleaning. There were lights, but it was like quite big, so
It's
it was a little
outside,
bit dark.
outside.
So it was outside a room. But it was in a church compound.
Yeah.
What happens here is the second tragedy. My brother is standing 5 feet away from my aunt. He is nowhere near my aunt. But they are both focused in cleaning that room, the outside of the room. They are both communicating, they are both cleaning. Out of nowhere, she gets pushed. She gets pushed so hard that she goes 3 meters flying. Flying, my friends. Flying. She gets up, she jolts, she thinks that it's my brother. She shouts at my brother, "Hey, why did you push me? Why did you push me?" My brother says, "What? I didn't do anything. I'm standing far away from you." They both look at each other. They're like, "I just got pushed." My brother's like, "I just saw you fly. I just saw your legs lift off the land and fly 3 feet. What had happened? What's wrong? Are you feeling okay?" Oh man, just to think of that. I don't know what you went through,
And we
bro.
run away go into the front of the church.
Of course, anybody will. Anybody would have. We
Yeah.
would have run away.
I
It's
think
scary.
my age was like maybe 13-14 years old that time.
So
My
you were a
brother was
teenager.
maybe 10 years old that time.
Just to think what a 13-year-old has
15.
seen of the mother being lifted off the ground and be pushed.
And push.
That's scary. That's terrifying.
It's
Okay.
happened like maybe 8 p.m. or 9 p.m.
Yeah, it was like quite early in the night. It was like at 8 or 9.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. Okay. So now from there onwards, all this is dealing with possession. So, Fua, I hope if you're listening, I hope you don't feel bad because it's going to be worse, guys. It's going to turn
True.
for the worse.
Huh? Now be aware.
So, what happens is both of them they return home. So like they are home now. They are enjoying their life. They're chilling. At one night, elders come. Elders come to our because elders used to visit our house. They used to come to our house. They used to eat. They used to
And I'm
tell
baptized
us
in PG too.
testimonies. Yeah, yeah. They used to like tell about the Lord's word and all those things. Everything was fine.
Worship of a God.
Yeah, they used to tell us all these things. Come a very rainy, thunderstormy night or afternoon. Pastors come. They see that my aunt's behavior has changed. She isn't listening to a word that they are saying. As soon as they have entered the gate, my aunt screams from the house, "Tell them to go away! Tell them to go away!" My grandma, she's like, "What? They're pastors. They're our friend. Let them in." My aunt shouts, "No! They're bad people. Tell them to go away." Guys, she was a woman who would bring the pastors, the elders, to the house. Now she's saying for them to go away. What could this mean? The
I got
pastors,
goosebumps.
exactly. The pastors, the elders, they come in the house, they see my aunt's behavior, they're like, okay, we need to pray for you. We need to see what is wrong with you. Why is your behavior changed? So my aunt is sitting in the middle of the room. The elders, they're holding their holy Bibles. They're reading every single verse. They're reading, and out of nowhere, my aunt, she starts giggling. She starts laughing. Her behavior has drastically changed now. She's laughing on her own. She's fully giggling. She's moving her head. And then the rest, I don't know, bro, what happens.
There is now it happened like maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour pray, and they like maybe 5 6 pastors holding so hard, and they just pray and kick that demon's ass out.
Yes. So my aunt is safe. She's fully fine. She has recovered. She's doing super well. And yeah, the the thing was that people can change. People's behaviors can change. And
Yeah,
sometimes we need God to help us. And
yeah.
He did. My aunt is doing well. But it was scary. Those moments that she had
It's
gone through, being
23
pushed,
years story,
being
23
pulled,
years old story.
the things that she had gone through, we can still remember her scream, and it's terrifying.
तुम अपन ला
But
बताएगा?
I I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys had fun, because we had
तुम
fun
अपन ला
sharing
नहीं
this
बताएगा?
story. No, because like
Huh?
it's a long time now. बहुत देरी हुई है. It's too long.
One thing I tell, me and my brother was possessed too. I was happened in 8 years old, and my brother was like maybe 21 years old. It happened like 2 years ago, but he don't want to reveal. That's crazy. He's up to him.
It's our family history is kind of messed up. It seems like our whole family has
Our
been possessed at some
family
time.
is fighting with the demons.
Yeah. But we win all the time. We win. So yeah, things have happened and things will happen, but we'll be there to fight and we'll be there to share things with you. I
And
hope you guys
tell
have enjoyed.
what next video, what next video,
Oh yeah.
what kind of next video do you want?
All right. Share with us what you want us to talk about next. We'll be posting this on our social medias so that you can see from the start. But I hope you
Only
guys
two three
enjoyed.
people, man. Come on, 100 people. Come on.
Don't worry about that. People will see us. People will know our story. I hope you guys have had fun. I hope you guys believe or don't believe. At least you watched us. At least you had fun. And then
Yeah.
yeah, outro, bro. So we'll leave you guys on this note. Whatever happens, we'll be there to share our stories with you. So have fun,
Yeah.
guys.
Now
Peace
my
out.
mom is happy, and crazy story is 23 years old story, and
All right.
now I'm 27 years old.
All right. So podcast, the real thing, out.
Out. Peace out.